Hello everybody. Today we're going to work on the static air and the seats. We are first going to work on the static air on both sides, both the left side and the right side. We need to drill a hole in the side skins where we need to insert a static air sensor, which is just actually a hole, you could say, a hole in the air in the skin, and there need to be a tube attached to that, so there is a static air tube available. The static air measures the air pressure around the aircraft to, first of all, to determine altitude and also to subtract from the dynamic air from the pitot tube so you can determine the airspeed. I bought a Dynon static air set and also a pitot tube, so we don't have to actually manufacture that, but we do need to insert the hole, drill the hole into the side. You have to be very careful there, because if you screw this up, as with many places, yeah, the skin is already completely riveted, so that will be a lot of work. I both work on left and right side, so that's why you sometimes see us disappear, because then we're working on the left side. The right side, of course, you can see what we're doing. So we drilled a small hole, and now we have a unibit with which we can extend the hole, make it bigger. And although the plan says you can use 4 rivets to rivet the static air sensor, we decided to do 3 because it looks nicer, I think. Yeah. So that was the static air. Now we're discussing the flap engine, the flap motor, the flap actuator actually. So this is more a part where we decide on how to install that later. We're not doing that right now, but it's more like see if we can get our minds around how to do it. Right, finished with that. So now we start with the actual seats and trying to assemble them. So the seats actually consist of the seat backs, you could say, because the floor is the part where you sit on. So that's not something specific that you need to create. So you can see here we have 2 seat backs, a left and a right one, and we are going to create all the parts, which are mostly stiffeners, angles, to make it stronger, because the seat back itself is very thin aluminum, so there's not much strength in there. So we're building all the angles to make it stronger, as you can see. So the bottom is now finished. We're going to attach the piano hinge on it. The piano hinge is necessary to attach the seat back to the bottom. It's all very simplistic, but it works really well. Here you can see that. That's the floor, and there are also piano hinges. There are 3 lines of piano hinges, and there is 1 piano hinge on the seat back, so you can move it to 3 positions, preset positions. And there you can see it, how it works. We're testing it in the plane, as you can see, so all checked out well, so we can start drilling. You have to be very precise there, because if you stick the hinges out too much or too little, then it won't work. So there's a lot of we took our time, let's put it that way. Now the side parts, so they determine the overall strength of the chair, right, on the sides. Those are very big aluminum angles. I think they're like a 1/4 inch. No, of course not a quarter, it's 1/16 of an inch thick aluminum. Quarter will be extreme. And that's probably the top one. So what you'll see is that we're building one chair, the other one is of course the same, but then for the other side I didn't tape that because that would be just the same. So there it is, one seat back. Now we're going to attach the part where there's a piano hinge, an extra piano hinge, which enables it to set the incline of the seat back on the top. So we also need to do that. And once this is all done, we can start priming and then we can start riveting it. But that will be done in a different video. Alright, continuing building my pie in the sky.